When did the world go to sleep and is it waking up?
It has been always asleep. Only few individuals in the whole history of man have been awakened. Their names can be counted on the 10 fingers, not more than that. And it was natural. Man has evolved out of the animals. Animals are in a deep sleep. They don't know that they are. That is the meaning of sleep. One is, but one is not aware that one is. No animal is aware of himself. And I agree with Charles Darwin on different grounds. His grounds are ordinary, mundane, can be criticized, has been criticized. In fact, he is no more an accepted scientist about the evolution of humanity. Majority of scientists have deserted him, but I am in his support on a totally different ground. My ground is looking at man's sleep. This is the only possibility that he has grown up from the animals. Monkeys, chimpanzees, whatsoever, whosoever was there in the beginning, man's sleep proves it. And only rarely, once in a while, a Gautam Buddha, a Bodhidharma, a Socrates, once in a while there has been a man who has guts to come out of sleep. It needs tremendous courage to come out of sleep, because in sleep we have so much invested. It is just like a man who is dreaming that he is living in a golden palace with a great kingdom, with all the luxuries, and you try to wake him up. He is just a beggar on the street. Only beggars dream of being emperors. Emperors never dream of being emperors. That will be simply illogical. The beggar has so much investment in his sleep and dream that he will resist in every possible way not to be awakened. He will get irritated. He will oppose you. That who are you to interfere in my life? Can't you even tolerate a man who is having a sweet dream? And even if you force him to to be awakened, he is going to fall asleep again. Because waking, he is only a beggar. Asleep, he becomes an emperor. The investment in psychological sleep is tremendous. That's why all those people Gautam Buddha, Bodhidharma, Chuang-Tzu, Plotinus, Heraclitus, they all failed. They did their best. They struggled against the sleep of man. But still man is asleep. And whatever he is doing proves that he is asleep. These 2 world wars prove that he is asleep. The coming 3rd world war can be prevented only if we can awaken enough people so those people become infectious and go on awakening other people in a chain. And it has to be done so fast because time is not much. Otherwise, the sleepy people are going to destroy this earth, this life. Politicians are asleep. No awakened person can become a politician. For the simple reason because he cannot lie. He cannot give you promises that he knows can never be fulfilled. No awakened people will be a politician because he has no desire for his ego to be fulfilled. There is no ego anymore. Ego exists as a substitute self in sleep. The moment you are awakened, ego has no function. It is useless. You are there, now you don't need it. And the man who knows himself has no inferiority complex. Unless you are suffering from some inferiority complex, you will not be involved into any kind of leadership. Political, religious, social. You don't have the base. The inferiority complex is the cause of everybody becoming ambitious. Because if they don't become somebody in the world, in their own eyes, they fail. They want to prove themselves that we are here, that we have been here. They want to be recorded, their names in the history. Although they know that even the greatest names in history by and by go on slipping from the prominence, become footnotes, move into the appendix and out of the door. Naturally, how many people we can go on carrying, but they want to make their name. That too proves something animal. All the animals of the world have an instinct. Scientists call it the territorial imperative. The dog pissing on the tree is simply making his signature. He is saying that this tree belongs to me. He won't allow another dog to come near. And other dogs will smell his urine and will know that this tree is not free, not available. Somebody possesses it. There are animals who will go on, particularly the lion, urinating on a vast territory, just so that everybody is aware. Man also works in the same way. All these nations are nothing but people pissing and making a boundary that this is America, this is Soviet Union, this is India. You can smell it is a different country. Don't enter without a visa, without a passport. Otherwise, there is no need for any nations on the earth. What's the need? Can't we all live as one? I know, and I can see in your eyes love, immense respect. One thing, everything has changed since your first interview. To me, life is a permanent change. Only change is unchanging. Everything else changes. If you are alive, you will change. If you are dead, of course, you cannot change. The moment you stop changing, you have died. Many people die near about 30 years of their age. Then they may live 50 years more, but that is posthumous life. I will live to the very last breath. So I will go on changing. I will go on growing. There is no limit to it. There may be a limit to the sky, but there is no limit to the consciousness. Secondly, you want, what is my teaching? It is very simple. The essential core of my teaching is no belief, no dogma, no creed, no religion, nothing borrowed. But only that which you have experienced has to be trusted. Everything else has to be doubted. Just as other religions have their foundation in belief, I have my foundation in doubt. My foundation is exactly what the foundation science has. Doubt until you find something indubitable. Science moves outwards. I move inwards. This inward movement I call meditation. You have to take 3 simple steps for this inward movement. And the 4th happens on its own accord. The first step is observing all your activities. That is, your body and its acts, walking, chopping wood, drawing water from the well. Remain a witness. Don't do it like a robot.
May I interrupt you?
No interruption. Second, when you have become capable of watching and witnessing your body and its activities, then you can take the second step. Watch the activities of your mind, thoughts, dreams, imagination. Just remain a witness, as if you are standing by the side of the road and a procession of thoughts is passing on the road. You are not part of it. You are just a mirror reflecting without any judgment, because mirror has no judgment. A beautiful face, the mirror does not say great. A ugly face, the mirror does not say, my God. The mirror simply reflects whatsoever comes before it. Exactly, one has to become a pure witness without any judgment, evaluation, good, bad. Then a strange experience happens. As your witnessing grows, thoughts start lessening in the same proportion. If you have 10% to witnessing, then there are 90% thoughts. If you have 90% of consciousness, awareness, then there are only 10% thoughts. 100% witness, and there is just pure nothingness. This is the state of no mind. This is the door to the third and the last step. Now watch subtle emotions, moods. Thoughts are not so subtle. Moods. A certain shadow of sadness, a certain joy. One is concerned with the body, the second with the mind, third with the heart. And when you become capable of watching the third two, the fourth happens on its own account. Suddenly a quantum leap, and you are standing exactly at the very center of your being, where there is nothing to be aware of. Awareness is aware of itself. Consciousness is conscious of itself. And this is the moment of ultimate ecstasy, samadhi, enlightenment, or whatever name one prefers to give it. But this is the ultimate. There is nothing above it. There is no way to go beyond it. Because wherever you go beyond it, you will still be a witness. If you start witnessing the witness, you have not gone above it. You are still a witness. So witness is the very end of the inner journey. You have come home. And this is my whole teaching. It is absolutely scientific. It needs no belief. It needs only experimentation. And I don't ask anybody to trust me. I ask only to experiment and experience. I know that it will happen to you because it has happened to me, and I am just as ordinary a human being as you are. I don't claim to be a prophet or a savior or an incarnation of God. I don't claim any speciality. I am just exactly like you. The only difference is you are still asleep and I am awake. It is only a question. Sooner or later, you will be awake too. So there is no need to worship me. There is no need to adore me. If you really love me, that's enough for you to move into that experiment. I will extend a guarantee that it happens. I will be your encouragement, but I will not be your savior. I will not take the responsibility, but I will do my best to shake you and wake you up.
If there is no God, what is prayer?
Prayer is a byproduct of theism. You start with a belief in God, then naturally some kind of relationship between you and God is needed. That is prayer. You start praising Him. Of course, there is some motivation. You are asking something through your prayer. Your prayer is not just a pure love affair. No, it is business. Hence, when you are in trouble, you pray. When you are out of trouble, you forget it. When you are in some difficulty, incapable to manage, you pray because you need God's help. The moment you are out of difficulty, you forget God and prayer both. A famous Sufi story is that a ship is coming back to its home country. Suddenly, the ocean goes mad. Great winds and the ship is almost on the verge of sinking. Everybody starts praying. At such a moment, Who will not pray? Even the atheist will pray. The agnostic will pray and pray that forgive what I have been telling. It was all nonsense. Forgive me. But let me reach the shore. But the Sufi was simply sitting there, not praying. The people became angry. They said, you are a religious man, wearing the robe, green robe of a Sufi. What kind of a Sufi you are? You should have been the first to pray. And we are not religious people, we are just business people, and to us this prayer is too nothing but business. We are offering God that we will give you this, we will give you that, just save us. Why you are sitting silently? Why you are not praying? He said, you have already said it, because I am not a businessman. If he wants to finish us all, good. If he wants to save, good. I am in total agreement with him. Why should I pray? For what? Prayer means some disagreement. Something is happening which you don't want to happen. You want God to intercede, to interfere, to stop it, to change it. The Sufi said, but I have no business of my own. It is his business to bother whether to save or to drown. If he wants this Sufi to be saved, it is his business, not my business. And if he wants me to die, that is his business. I had not asked for birth. Suddenly I was here. I cannot ask about death. If birth is not in my control, how death can be in my control? Those people thought this man is mad. They said, we will take care of you later on. Just let us get to the shore somehow, and then we will take care of you. You are not a Sufi, you are not religious, you are a very dangerous man. But this is not time to bother and quarrel with you. And this was the most wealthiest, famous man of the country, and he was coming with millions of diamonds and precious stones. He has earned much. He had a beautiful palace in the town, the most beautiful marble palace. Even the king was jealous. Even the king had asked him many times, you give this palace to me, any price, and I will pay for it. But the man said, that is not possible. That palace is my pride. When the ship was almost sinking, the man shouted to God, listen, I give that palace to you. Just save me. And as it happened, the winds disappeared, the ocean became calm, the ship saved. They reached to the bank. Now, the rich man was in very difficult position. What he has said, and he was angry with the Sufi. Now he was not angry. He said, perhaps you were right, just to keep quiet. If I had followed you, I would not have lost my palace. But I am a businessman and I will find a way. And he found a way. Next day, he put the palace on auction. Informed all the nearby kingdoms, whoever is interested. Many kings and queens and rich people came. Everybody was interested. They were all puzzled to see that just in front of the palace there was a cat chained by a marble pillar of the palace. The rich man came out and he said, this palace and the cat both are on auction together. The price of the cat is 1 million dinars. There, dollars, $1 million, and the price of the cat $1 million, and the price of the palace $1. $1 million, $1. The people said, for this cat $1 million? And for this palace just $1? The businessman said, you don't bother about. If you are interested, both are going to be sold together. Less I will not accept. If anybody is interested, this is my minimum price. The king of the country said, yes, I give you the price, but please tell me, what is the secret of this cat and the palace? And he said, no secret, just I got into trouble because of a prayer. I have told God that I will give you the palace. And I am a businessman. If he is a businessman, I am also a businessman. Cat, $1 million, that I will keep. And the palace, $1, that will go to God's fund. Prayer is just your effort to persuade God to do things according to you. And it is absolutely your imagination. In the first place, you don't know God. You don't know His likes and dislikes. You don't know whether He exists or not. And you are praying. This is a poor state of affairs. And this is happening all over the world. I am against prayer. Because it is basically business. It is bribing God. It is hoping that you can buttress his ego, that you are great, that you are compassionate, that you can do anything you want. And all this is being said because you want something. There is a motivation behind it. Otherwise, you will not pray if there is no motivation. I am against prayer. I am for meditation, and these are the only two dimensions. Prayer, the false dimension; meditation, the right dimension. In prayer, you try first to imagine a God there, and then you project a prayer. In meditation, you don't have to project any God. You don't have to believe in any God. You don't have to utter a single word of prayer. On the contrary, you move inwards. In prayer, you are moving outwards. A God there, and then a bridge of prayer between you and God. In meditation, you have no God there. You search within. You search within what is there. Who am I? What is this life energy? What is this consciousness in me? If only I can know this consciousness, this life in me, I have known the universal life. I am part of it. Just taste the ocean from anywhere and it is salty. Taste yourself, which is the closest place within yourself. Taste your consciousness in silence and peace. Prayer will be wordy. Again, you will be talking, chanting, using a mantra or something. No, in meditation, words have to be dropped. And you have to learn to remain wordless. Even for small moments. But in those small moments, so much blessing descends. From those small gaps, the whole universe starts pouring upon you. I am for meditation and against prayer. The meditator comes to know, feels reality throbbing within himself, the heartbeat of existence, and then there is a thankfulness that is without any motive, a gratitude to nobody in particular, simply a gratitude for all that is. To me, if you want something like prayer, then that is a love affair, authentic, without any motive. It is just a thank you, not addressed to anybody in particular, addressed to the whole. Again, that neither Mahavira, nor Buddha, nor Krishna served the poor, opened the hospitals, schools. Christian saints served the poor, the sick, the orphans, the old. Who is religious? The ordinary mind will think certainly the person who is serving the poor, the old, the sick is religious. It is not so easy to decide. Jesus cures the sick. Mahavir never cured anybody. The story is about Gautam Buddha. A woman's only son died. Her husband has died before. She was a widow. And in India, to be a widow is to be really in hell. In the West, the widow again becomes miss. In India, it is not possible. Once you have missed, you have missed. You cannot become miss again. So that child was the only hope. She was living for him, and the child died. And she was mad. She was carrying the dead child all over the town. That help me somehow bring my child back to life. A man, by the way, suggested that we are ordinary people, we cannot do such miracles. But Buddha is in the town, why don't you go there? The suggestion was perfectly right. The woman rushed placed the dead child in Buddha's feet, and she said, I am a widow, and this child was my only hope. You are a great saint. Your blessing will be enough for him to bring to life. Buddha said, I will do it, but only on one condition. Jesus never asked such a thing. Condition. I will do it, but only on one condition. The woman said, I am ready to accept any conditions. You do it. He said, first fulfill the condition. It is not a very big condition. Go around the town and bring from some house few mustard seeds. The woman said, that is not a problem at all. I have mustard seeds in my house. I can bring right now. Buddha said, you have not heard the whole thing. You have to bring from the house where nobody has ever died. Only then I am going to bring your child back to life. But the woman in despair rushed from one home to another, asking for few mustard seeds. They said, what about few mustard seeds? We can bring full of bullock carts, but they won't be of any use because the condition is impossible to fulfill. So many people have died in our family, and you are not going to find a house where nobody has ever died. This is just impossible. Wherever life is, death has happened. They go together. By the evening, the woman came back. She was no more in despair. Her tears have disappeared from the eyes. She was no more concerned about the child. She fell in Buddha's feet and asked him to initiate her on his path. Buddha said, what about the child? She said, everybody dies. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter. Now I want to know something of that which never dies. No, this is a totally different way of working than Jesus. Jesus cures. Stories are that he raises dead back to life. Perhaps that is his way. That's his uniqueness. In that way, he wants people to understand that life is not just eat, drink, and be merry. There is something more to it. More mysteries. Don't waste in just mundane things. I can show you the way of eternal life. That is his way. But who can decide that Buddha's way is wrong? Perhaps more sophisticated, perhaps for more cultured people.